grass and some trees, a little water, a lot of sky. And yet people can come to the space, they can use it in many different ways. I was down there a few weeks ago, 3,000 or 4,000 school kids suddenly turned up all at once, and they were doing everything. They were playing football, they were taking photographs, they were running around and screaming, and yet it still seemed like a calming, relaxing, attractive space. And I think from that perspective, I think it is a worthy winner of this particular award.
優秀大型綠化公園嘅得獎者咧就係迪欣湖活動中心，亦都喺迪士尼嘅旁邊啦。咁得獎嘅原因咧就係公園咧係以湖為中心，以山為背，最重要咧係有個大草坪，係香港少有嘅真正綠化公園。可以頭先亦都講過啦，就係話可能我哋會一家大細啦，或者可能有啲學生啊得閒嘅時候就會去踢下波啊、跑下，咁亦都係一個為香港人提供咗一個幾免費，亦都幾容易去到嘅週末度假好去處嘅。
So may we now invite the representative of the management company, Ms. Cecilia Ho, Hotel Operations General Manager of Hong Kong Disneyland Resort, to come onto the stage and to receive the award. 而家有請管理單位嘅代表，香港迪士尼樂園度假區酒店營運總經理何慧詩女士上台領獎。
The honourable mention in this category goes to Jordan Valley Park. This is a similarly large urban park which has a massive central lawn. Again, a very rare, very unusual thing, and another fine example of how public space does not need a lot of kit, doesn't need a lot of stuff in it to be successful. Go down there on any Saturday, any Sunday, and the place is full. People doing all sorts of kite flying and model aircraft and everything else. People are just very happy to be in that space, and I think that's a fine measure of the success of a public space, how well people occupy it, how willing they are to go there repeatedly, not just once but every week, and to enjoy and to build memories in our public spaces. So I'd like to congratulate the Jordan Valley Public Park.
得到我哋大型綠化公共空園嘅榮譽得獎者咧，就係位於觀塘嘅佐敦谷公園㗎。咁得獎原因咧，都係因為佢一個好大嘅草坪啦，喺市區嚟講咧係非常之罕有㗎，為九龍東嘅居民咧提供一個休閒嘅好去處。與此同時咧，亦都適合多元化嘅活動啦，由野餐啦，或者係啲小朋友喺度跑嚟跑去咧，都為呢個公共空間咧增添咗唔少嘅活力㗎。
So may we now invite Ms. Sylvia Tang, Chief Leisure Manager Kowloon of Leisure and Cultural Services Department, to come onto the stage and to receive the award.
而家有請康樂及文化事務處總康樂事務經理九龍鄧敏華女士上台領獎。
Thank you for the award. In fact, this is the departmental policy to open up most of our lawns to the public. So enjoy your activities on the lawns. Thank you.
So thank you, Mr. Pryor and Ms. Tang. Moving on, may we now invite Ms. Claire Zecchi, Managing Director of RFP Magazine, to come onto the stage and to present to us the prizes for the street category. Ms. Zecchi, please.
而家有請我哋嘅RFP 雜誌董事總經理 Claire 咧上台為我哋公佈街道呢一個嘅公共空間嘅得獎者嘅，唔該。
I'm very excited that I'm doing this category today because I think we've got a good, 500 or so people enjoying the public space we're currently standing in. And clearly they are. This is Tung Chung Street is one of the streets category. Unlike some of the other nominations, or even spaces that were nominated into the Spoof Award, the street has been used almost despite the management. So either it's been very restrictively managed or it has been not managed whatsoever. This, I think what we're sitting in right now is an example of where they've got it right. So during the weekdays it's very vibrant, full of people, office workers, and yet still at weekends they've found different ways to manage the space to keep it alive, to keep what precious little public space we have in Hong Kong actively and well used.
今次大獎嘅得獎者咧，正正係大家身處嘅糖廠街，太古坊嘅糖廠街。咁得獎嘅原因咧，就係可能大家都留意到，就係一般嘅街道咧，可能只係用嚟做通道咁嘅用途啦。而糖廠街呢一度咧，正正係我哋嘅百變嘅公共空間嚟㗎。咁原因咧就係因為佢冇單止咧係將呢個公共空間去浪費咗啦，喺唔同嘅時候咧都有唔同嘅功能。可能有時呢度係一個車路啦，可能喺weekdays 嘅時候，咁亦都可能嚟到喺 weekend 嘅時候咧，即係喺週末嘅時候咧，好似而家咁樣啦，變成一個農墟或者舉行其他唔同嘅活動。喺呢一種嘅靈活性咧，喺香港咧亦都係非常之少有㗎。
So, may we now please invite the representative of the management company, Ms. Betty Fong, Head of Office Marketing of Swire Properties Limited, to come onto the stage and to receive the award.
而家有請管理單位嘅代表太古地產有限公司市場推廣總監馮小玲女士上台領獎。
So now, I would like to invite Mr. Carl Chan, co-chairperson of the Hong Kong Public Space Initiative, to come onto the stage and to present the award for the People Space category. Mr. Chan, please.
好，跟住嚟呢個大獎咧就有啲特別嘅，因為咧呢個大獎咧係由市民開創嘅公共空間嚟嘅。我哋睇一睇咯。咁而家我哋先請咧拓展公共空間聯席主席陳文浩先生上台㗎。
So, people space. What is people space? To put it in a very simple term, people spaces are actually people appropriate spaces where the public has defined it. So, for example, if there's like a street corner, if we do not do anything of it, it's just a street corner. But if people go there, we define it. If they go there to do like street performances, or if they go there to, let's say, play some games or whatever, they have given new meanings to the space. And that is how we define the people space, the people appropriated space. And today I'm honored to introduce the winner, which is the Western District Public Cargo Handling Area, which is in Saiwan, which is essentially a cargo handling area. But then, because a lot of people have figured out that this is actually a very free space where people can do a lot of different activities and they have a lot of flexibility. So it's exactly the freedom and the flexibility that makes it a very outstanding space.
正如陳先生頭先都講到啦，由市民開創嘅公共空間咧，就係由市民由下而上嘅方式咧，將公共空間重新定義嘅。今次得獎嘅咧就係西區公眾貨物裝卸區，相信大家都應該冇去過㗎，係咪？對於好多市民嚟講咧，都非常之陌生嘅，甚至諗都未諗過啊！原來呢個可以係一個公共空間嚟嘅。正正咧就係呢一個貨物裝卸區咧係自由自在，讓到市民咧擁有無敵嘅大海景之餘啦，亦都可以無拘無束咁樣享受呢個公共空間，進行唔同類型嘅社區活動。係呢個自由度咧係今次貨物起卸區咧可以能夠得獎嘅主要原因嚟㗎。
So, as it is the users of the space that contribute to most of the success of this winning public space, we would like to invite Mr. Samson Wong, the nominator for this public space, who is also a frequent user of this cargo handling area, to come onto the stage and to receive the award.
呢個公共空間嘅成功咧，好大程度咧歸功於用家㗎。咁所以咧，我哋今日好高興咧，請到我哋嘅提名者，亦都係經常使用呢個貨物裝卸區嘅黃宇軒先生咧，代表一眾嘅使用者咧嚟領獎同埋分享一下佢嘅感受同埋經歷㗎。
Thank you. I'm definitely not the best representative to receive this award, although I'm researching the space and I'm the nominator of the space. I would like to say one thing. Once I learned that the Saiwan cargo area has got the prize, I immediately post this news on a group. It's called When Saiwan is Transforming. It's a community Facebook group. And a lot of people living in Saiwan are using the group. I would like to say this space is deeply embedded into the community, an old community that is under transformation. And someone replied to me in the Facebook group that he has lived in Saiwan for more than 30 years, and his parents have lived there for more than 50 years. They've been enjoying the space in the last 15 years. So I'm definitely not more representative than these people. This is the first, sorry, it's a bit long, but this is the first point I would like to make. Secondly, I would like to thank the HK PSI and the jury on behalf of all the users and the owner, not actually the owner, but the renter who opened up the space. I would like to thank the KPSI and the jury because this gives tremendous meaning. This award is tremendously meaningful to them. On the one hand, because this is probably the only quasi-legal space among all the public spaces. It's in the gray area. We're not entirely sure that it's 100% legal to use the space. However, it's one of the most wonderful public space in Hong Kong, so this is probably a point to reflect on. Secondly, the space is under threat as there are multiple initiatives by the district council to redevelop the space because it's often considered to be not in the mainstream and alternative and wasted. So this award could be very meaningful to the users when the space is really under threat in the future. Finally, as most of the community have not known that they have won an award collectively. I'm an artist, so I would probably turn this award into a large community art project and share the award with them and turn this into something visible in that space. Thank you.
So thank you, Mr. Chen and Mr. Wong. Now it has come to the last and the most interesting part of the ceremony, as we're going to present the Spoof Award, which is presented to the least desirable public space recognized by the jury and the public. May I now invite Mr. Paul Zimmerman, CEO of Designing Hong Kong, to come onto the stage and to present the award.
The Spoof Award, oh, you want to do that in Chinese? Go ahead.
Thank you。好啦，翻咗咁耐咧，優秀嘅公共空間咧，咁我哋都講下最需要改善嘅公共空間大獎啦。咁喺呢個時候咧，我哋有請創建香港嘅行政總裁司馬文先生咧，為我哋公布呢個咁得意嘅獎項，究竟花落誰家
Thank you for that introduction. So the Spoof Award. What is the Spoof Award? If I leave it up to very polite people, they will call it the least desirable space for people to go. If you leave it up to me, I say it's really bad public space. And we have a lot of that in Hong Kong still. We have some good spaces these days, but we still have a lot of very bad public spaces. And some of the examples are the Kowloon Station Roof Garden was nominated. The Kowloon Station Roof Garden is officially a public space, and the developer had to deliver that in return. He got benefits. And it was nominated as a very bad public space. You can't get there, it's on top of a roof, and who goes on the roof to enjoy a public space? Access is difficult. The Yen Chao Street Hawker Market. Who's been to Yen Chao Street Hawker Market? But it's a beautiful place for people to go if you want to go to a market, but it's not. It's dirty, it's ugly, it's badly managed, and so this is a space nominated. We had the public space, official public space in the center, which is also a private development that had to provide a public space inside, and it's also nominated as a bad public space. You can't sit anywhere, and it's heavily managed by the security guards. So it's officially public space, but it's not very enjoyable public space. However, the winner, can I have the photograph? The winner of the Spoof Award is this public space. It's a little park. Let me take the pins off so you can actually see it. It's a little park in what is the name of the street again?
Yen Oi Wai Garden is in Kwun Tong.
Here you go. And it's lovely. It's completely fenced off. And if you sit in here, you feel more like you're an animal in a cage, or like you've done something really badly wrong and you had to go to jail. So the Spoof Award is really, hopefully, a reminder to everybody who's in charge of public space that please remove those railings and fences. To anybody here who's in charge of public space, we don't need the railings and fences. People are very good at making good use of space when there are no railings and fences, especially in a dense environment like Hong Kong, where public spaces are used to connect. We use a park to walk through to go from A to B. We not just go to a park to sit there. So for this little park, we'd like to award the Spoof Award. Want to translate that?
OK，今次最需要改善嘅公共空間咧，係位於觀塘嘅仁愛圍花園。因為頭先評審團都講到啦，就係公園裏面咧充滿圍欄，入去唞一唞嘅感覺咧，都好似坐監咁樣。又堪稱為呢個鳥籠公園㗎。評審咧亦都希望透過呢一個嘅獎項咧，提醒其他嘅設計者啦同埋管理人員需要引以為鑑，盡量咧係開放啲公園，盡量咧唔好有咁多嘅圍欄，同埋咧藉此表達市民嘅訴求啦同埋意見嘅。
Would you like to invite the winner?
So may we now invite Ms. Sylvia Tang, Chief Leisure Manager Kowloon of the Leisure and Cultural Services Department to come onto the stage.
而家有請康樂及文化事務處康樂事務經理九龍鄧敏華女士上台㗎。
Now we're going to give Sylvia a very nice trophy. The trophy is a little spoon, kind of like a gardening spoon. This is kind of like for you a tool to take that park, dig it up, and redo it, please. Thank you very much.
係呢個產業都寓意住重新設計個相類似嘅公園嘅。
Thank you for giving the department an opportunity to explain the reasons for such management measures we implemented in the park. No, a garden. In fact, this is not a garden. I have to say that this is a sitting out area which has been built there for over 30 years. Unfortunately, it is located at the center of Boon Tong, which is the old area. And if you go there by 10 a.m. in the morning, you will find that there are thousands of hawkers surrounding the area. They put all the things inside in the vicinity, and the park users can hardly get in it. That is why we put in the fence to protect the area, to allow venue users to get in. Otherwise, they have good chance or opportunity to get in the garden to sit there. But this is I have a good news for all of you, because there is a redevelopment plan introduced by the Urban Renewal Authority. It will be demolished in mid of this year, and then we will have a new and large green leisure facility in Yumen Square West Garden, which you will like the new facility. Thank you.
咁希望喺觀塘重建項目完成之後咧，我哋可以擁有更大、更靚嘅公園啦。
Thank you, Mr. Zimmerman and Ms. Tang. Thank you very much. It has now come to an end of this award presentation ceremony. Thank you very much for joining us today. Please note that our organizers will remain here around to answer any queries that you might have, so feel free to raise any questions.
好，咁今日嘅頒獎典禮咧，亦都嚟到尾聲啦。咁再次多謝今日嘅參與啦。我哋嘅主辦機構代表咧，會稍為留一陣，會解答大家嘅問題嘅，歡迎上台發問嘅，上前發問嘅。
So thank you and see you all next year.
好，唔該晒大家，下年見。